Behold, the Cracked Ice Pikachu, a really cool card from XY Evolutions that I think might be a really good investment idea. Let me tell you about it. Alright, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button for more content like this, and as always, drop a comment below and let me know what you think of this video. So this is the Cracked Ice Pikachu. It's a very unique card coming out of XY Evolutions in 2016. Now, if you don't know anything about XY Evolutions, it is popping right now. This is what the booster box looks like, and it's getting up there in price. And it's really funny that this is what happened this year. You could pick up this thing for 174 bucks for a whole booster box, and that was like in October. These days, you're looking to spend over $400 for a booster box. So this set has blown up, and it has kind of gotten out of the reach of a lot of people. How can you invest in this set? Well, if you see behind here, all these are all theme decks that you can get that have a unique card in them, and that is the Cracked Ice Pikachu, and there's also a Mewtwo box as well. And I think these are a pretty good investment idea. If you look at PSA reports for this, the Pikachu Hollow Cracked Ice, there's only 40. Actually, excuse me, there's only 20 of them in a PSA 10, only 48 in a PSA 9. And with the Mewtwo, there's really only 8 PSA 10s and only 30 PSA 9s. So if you want to invest in a really cool XY Evolutions card, I think this is a really good opportunity. And also because these theme decks, these are actually only $9.99, and I'm seeing them at Target right now hanging on the shelf. I'm seeing them at Walmart hanging on the shelf. So I think people are potentially sleeping on these because they just don't quite know what it is. So last couple times I went into my Target, I still saw these hanging on the shelf. And so what you have inside is this promo card. Now, it's not a Black Star promo. It is just like an interesting card because it is the Cracked Ice. It is a holographic card. I think it's a great investment just because it's the original sort of base set Pikachu artwork. I've done a video I can link up here where I talk about the difference between Yellow Cheeks and Red Cheeks Pikachu. One issue with these, and this one has a little whitening on the corners, they're not actually secured inside these theme decks, so that's kind of a problem. So they're just kind of like shaking around and floating in these boxes, so that's kind of a problem. So I've kind of invested in a bunch of these, and I'm just going to send the best ones to PSA. I actually got a stack of 10 so far that I think are decent, and we'll just sort of go for it. Now, since there's not a huge population of these yet graded, hard to tell what the comps are, but there are a couple auctions that I'm following this week that I'm pretty interested in. But I'm thinking you're going to look at a couple $100s for one of these in a high grade, which would be a pretty decent investment, especially if you only spent $9 on getting one of the cards to begin with. Here's what the Mewtwo card looks like. Again, to me, it's not as striking and interesting as the Pikachu, but I know there's definitely a lot of Mewtwo fans. And so again, this is an even lower population in a high grade. So I'm definitely going to send a couple of these to PSA as well. So that's kind of the strategy here. You want to buy low and you want to sell high. Now, personally, I'm a collector, so a lot of the cards that I've gotten back from grading, I just keep them. But this is an idea that I'm going to pursue where I'm definitely going to sell some of them if they come back, and then definitely keep some. So here's what the theme decks inside look like, and it's really just like a battle box. And inside those boxes are just a bunch of base cards and some energy cards. You also get a cool coin in each one of these packs. So if you're a collector of the coins, there's like a silver one for the Pikachu and like a pink colored one for the Mewtwo boxes. So I'll just open up a couple more of these so you can sort of see what you can expect. Again, there's actually some resale value of the contents of these boxes, believe it or not. So I've been sort of like taking out the promo card or the holographic cracked ice card. And then there is a market. It's not like you're gonna get a ton of money. You're not gonna get all your money back, but there are people that are interested in the contents of these. So here's another one. Check the back. This one's looking a little bit better. Um, a little bit corner damage, not as much whitening though. So this is, and like I said, I'm going to sleeve them all up and take a good look at them and just kind of decide which ones I want to send off to get graded. So that's kind of the idea. Let's do one more just to see what the condition is. So that's kind of the issue. So it's a little bit of a gamble, but everything is in this card game. So you can see this just kind of floats around in here. So there is some potential if these have been jostled, especially if these have been, if we believe these have not been reproduced or reprinted. These have kind of been hanging out since 2016. These cards just sort of floating around. So cracked ice looking good on this Pikachu. On the back, we'll have to check it out and see once I get it sleeved up. There we go. Looking pretty good. Centering's decent. Kind of like maybe a little tad whitening on there, but better than the first one for sure. So there you go, you guys. That's the cracked ice Pikachu. There's also the cracked ice Mewtwo. Again, I will let you know once I get once I get these back from PSA. But yeah, kind of a cool investment idea. Just wanted to share with you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please stay safe out there, and I will see you on the next one.